using this Sterigard water-based enamel, and the black that I'm using is Dulux Theatre Black. Now this feature wall is going to be done in the Dulux Theatre Black. Now so what I've done is, this is water-based enamel, the Dulux. Go down, now if I try to paint that down the side there, I'm going to have a bleed underneath the tape. So especially with black and with white. Same thing down here, I'm going to have a bleed that comes through onto the skirtings. Now if you've never done that before, try it and you'll see what happens. And this is just fairly cheap tape that we use. So I'm going to show you how to stop the bleed coming from this black underneath the tape and into the white skirting. So it's a little trick that I use. I also use it when I do the two-tone steps. Time to take the tape off. Just a little brush, do a little coat over it. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to paint the black over the top, and it will not run down into the white. So we're just going to be using this Sterigard water-based enamel. Now this is a colour that's on the skirtings and also on the door frames. I'm just going to use a little brush, fairly simple.
Bitch, I'm going too fast, I might crash in the road. We got big Louis bags and your chick do the most. Yeah, she had a last laugh when she left me alone. With your bitch I played pass, had to smash on your hoe. I don't even feel bad, got the devil on my shoulder. I can't wait for the day to send checks to my bros. It's a beautiful day, I'm gonna hit the J inside of my lungs. I just put up extra icy, I got on my air. We smoke dogs, type of gas, I might even hit the blunt. If I get that bitch my lunch, she better not take it and run. You a bitch, I'm your dad, I might even call you son. Got the click, rack some cash, we love smoking weed for fun. I love being on my rockstar shit. Bitch, we party every day and we always stay lit. Take her on a cheap date at the Motel 6. She an Instagram addict, always wanna take pics. I ain't tryna be teased, come and ride my
So this is my little storeroom basically in the bottom of the truck. Got a bit of everything in here. Got brushes. You can see lots of brushes, lots of rollers, different roller sleeves. When I see clearances on, I might buy some different sleeves. So they will probably be good for feature walls. Sanding pads. Dulux Excellence in 360, tape, paper, the whole lot's in here. And then what we do is we'll put this stuff here, the stuff that we've just bought, in here as well. So that's basically my stock, and it goes from here to there. I've also got another stock bucket there, there's stuff in it. So that's what's in my little, underneath my seat, passenger seat. I'm going to be using a brand new brush to do the black with. I just wet the bristles a little bit. We get a pot that's nice and clean. This pot is dried over the weekend. I'm just going to put a little bit of this paint here. I'm going to cut in with it. Now I might strain this paint yet. We'll see what happens, but I'll just put a little bit in here. That'll be enough to cut in with. And when I go to roll it, I'll strain it. Strain your acrylic through fly screen, and you strain your oil-based through pantyhose. This should be dry now. Just turn this fan off. And we're just going to run along the top. I would like a little bit more light, but that's basically all I'm going to do there. Just going to give that a quick coat. Now once before I did a ceiling in black. I used the Dulux ceiling paint, ceiling black. That was worthless. Do not ever use that. I've actually still got 15 litres of that at home, which I'll never use. So I always pay the extra and get this theatre black. Well worth the extra money, just for the finish. The finish of this is beautiful. I could do with more light, but normally I would have my lamp on my head. But in this case I have my camera. So as you get better and better when you're painting, this sort of will come natural to you. It's not something that you're going to pick up in 10 minutes or a month or a year. It will come natural to you after a while. Like for example, this corner here is a pain in the butt. So we're just going to wiggle our brush basically to get it in there, and like we've got a little bit there, so we're going to use our brush. It's going to be hard. I've got to try and get a couple of bristles to go out by themselves. And I might have to clean that up a little bit, or I might have to use a little fitch to get right up in there. A little corner in there, right there that I need to get. That's it, got it. Okay, that's great. Happy with that. So basically we've just gone over the white, that's all. Just to give that a little bit extra coverage power, because we don't want the black to be, or the white to be showing through. So that's basically cut in. We'll let that dry. Might even put a little bit more paint up in this corner here. So I'm pretty well happy with that. Make sure that it's all dusted down, has no lumps, it's all been sanded and dusted. It'll be quite good. Then we'll grab a roller. Now a roller will be probably a 12mm. It would be nice to do a microfiber on here, but I don't think these walls are flat enough to do that with. So we tend to stick to a little bit longer nap. So I've got some touch-ups up here to do. I'll do while I'm waiting for that to dry. And I'll also strain my paint and get it ready for the roller. So I might just use this little mohair roller sleeve. And there's no good putting all this paint in a big tray, so I'll just use this little tray. Hook that up to there. This is a reasonable finish, it's nothing too, you know. And that paint is very flat, it's a very flat paint, it's a nice paint.